Ну все, смотрим на наш родной город в последний раз.
Не нагнетай. Встретимся здесь же через полгода и отметим. Только не геройствуй. Просто выполняем свою работу. Вернемся целыми и невредимыми. По рукам?
Там видно будет.
Это не ответ.
По рукам.
Ладно, нам пора. Поехали.
Темное место, но улицы ждут отпечатков наших ног. Звездная пыль на сапогах. Мягкое кресло, клетчатый плед, не нажатый вовремя курок. Солнечный день в ослепительных снах. Группа крови на рукаве, мой порядковый номер на рукаве. Пожелай мне удачи в бою, пожелай мне не остаться в этой траве, не остаться в этой траве. Пожелай мне удачи, пожелай мне удачи.
Астра, это Грач-2.
На приеме.
Наблюдаю скопление. Тяжелая техника, на запрос не отвечают.
Грач-2, отработайте и выходите из зоны. Направление 022. Сменщики будут готовы через 7 минут. О выходе доложить.
Астра, вас понял. Начинаю работу. Грач-1, цель наблюдаешь? Цель наблюдаю. Работаем группой. Пуск 2. Выход направлением 195. Понял тебя. К работе готов. Отработал двумя. Это Грач-1. Фиксирую разрывы. Активность не прекратилась. Разрешите повторный.
Запрещаю повторный. Как поняли? Сменщики прибудут через 5 минут.
Вас понял, но 5 минут это слишком много. Грач-1, атаку запрещаю. Это приказ. Все, идем домой. Направление 022. Да пошло оно все.
Грач-1, немедленно вернитесь в строй. Грач-2, следите за своим ведомым.
Что я могу сделать-то? Чтоб тебе, Серег, не рискуй. Лучше прикрой. Последний раз говорю, давай назад. На боевом. Уходи, курс 040. Цель поражена. 8 минут. Спереди справа пуск. Ухожу. 1 километр, крути влево. Ломаю траекторию. Не останавливайся. Я рядом, доворачивай. Грач-1, встать в строй. Занимаем эшелон 3500. Курс 015. Понял, выполняю. Чтоб больше без таких выкрутасов, понял меня? Забыл, о чем мы договорились? Надо было решать, а то прикрыли наших пацанов. Пуск слева. Сергей, катапультируйся. Я Грач-2, Грач-1 подбит.
Грач-1, прием! Грач-1, как слышно?
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. It's quite late here. It's just gone 8:15. So I've got like an hour and a bit to dick about on the dev server. Let's just close that. So 1 second. Give me a second. Get the link. Chat. It's gonna work. Hope it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh my god. I can do shit in OBS without having to go to YouTube. Amazing. Although, I can't annoyingly... Okay, I can't pin it myself. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so... It is a good update, I feel. Well, I say it's a good update. I'm liking the look of it, just because of some of the aircraft. Right, let's go back to this page. There you go, my things appeared in chat. So, let's just very quickly increase the size. so people can actually read it. Right then. I'm hoping this is going at a decent quality because I was having a look at it before and it was my dashboard. It was stuck at 360p. Let me have a look on actual YouTube. That normally shows up. Shut up myself. And oh, it's blown out. Happening here. Yeah, mute. See what happens. Oh, that's very very bright. Has OBS not quite working yet? Or outputting at not HDR? That's a shame. I was hoping it would actually, fix it. Move my mic a bit closer. That might work. Here I was hoping that HDR would work properly. In that case, I might end up turning off HDR again. Because that's just not going to look very pleasant on a non-HDR monitor. I'll work with it for now. Right, yeah, let's start this up. So we're getting some new aircraft, as always. Always getting new aircraft. France is getting a couple of new aircraft, which is nice to see. Italy's getting another G91. Getting another G91Y variant, but it's the first one, so no missiles for that. Two Su-25s for the Russians. It only says one here for some reason, but I don't know why that is, because there's definitely two coming. What else is on the way? Oh yeah, the MiG-23BN for Germany, which is interesting addition. Weird addition. It's weird BR. 9.7 for a very, 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 very good airframe, but not exactly the best in terms of everything else. Like the weapons it can carry are pretty good for ground battles. Gets bombs, gets rockets, but no missiles. I guess two Kar-23s, but I mean they're not great. They're like Nords, but somehow worse. I feel. Apparently YouTube is complaining about my bitrate, which is not fun. Well, OBS seems. Oh no, OBS is complaining about my bitrate as well. I mean, I guess I'm not changing much, so it's just the audio going through. Right. Yeah, we're getting some new tanks as well. M36B for USA and France. VK, T80 new T60 model. Skink. Finally, we're getting the skink. I don't know why I'm calling it that. It just says skink. Japan is getting Type 16. Well, another Type 16 prototype one. Also trying to get a missile, basically a Mephisto, but Chinese. Italy is getting a Premium Centauro. It's Spanish. Sweden's getting a new Premium and a new Tech 3 tank, and they're replacing the current CV90-105. Israel's getting all of the Megachs and a Merkava. According to Israel, you can never have enough Megachs. And I mean, more Merkavas is always nice. First bit of the Chinese heli tree is coming. What else is on the way? Alaska's coming. Although it's looking, I don't know. I don't really know enough about ships to really judge it yet, but it's looking, KM5 for Germany for ships. Pilau. SMS Elbing. 1915 light cruiser. Interesting addition, I'll say that definitely. New premium for Russia. It's a premium destroyer, I believe, and a PR-68A Mikhail Kutuzov cruiser. I believe that's the most modern ship in the game, the Mikhail Kutuzov, or will be anyway when it comes. Actually, there might be some of the frigates and coastal things that are more modern. Definitely the most modern blue water fleet though. HMS Arrow, not the Arrow, HMAS Arrow. They're different. Hatsuharu and Navigatori. But it's looking like it could be a decent patch. And then a whole bunch of changes. Lots of changes to ground vehicles and stuff. What else? Anything interesting hidden in here? I have a quick skim through. Type 69, Type 59 getting some slight buff to their vertical elevation rates. Can't notice anything at a. Oh, there's a few more crew for a couple of vehicles. CCKW 353 and the Bill are getting another crew member or two. What else? Oh, and the AMX-13 DCA-40. What else is anything interesting? Okay, that's a bunch of ammo changes. Whole bunch of changes to aircraft. Mostly Russian NR-30 guns and the like 30mm guns for them. Few other changes around the place. Not a whole lot of interesting. I'll try and have a look at the flare chaff dispensers. Let me very quickly do that. Yeah, I'll try and have a quick look at the flare chaff dispensers on the what's it called? On the Jaguars. But they were crashing the game for me earlier. Can I get my button back? Oh, I did press the button. I was looking at the wrong page. There we go. S25. The rack is here. I've got a weird little custom loadout on it at the moment. So this is the custom loadout it comes with. The ones it comes with as default. Interesting loads. This one looks like it's going to be pretty memey. All of the firepower and some rockets. I have a feeling that these are going to be used quite a bit for the rocket strafing in sim battles because you can get 256 rockets plus 2 R60 MKs. That's gonna be fun to deal with. You can also get 32 Fab 100s, which is quite a lot of very little bombs. Quite cool. Modifications comes with a standard. Of course, it's premium, so you don't have to research anything for this one. I believe the Tech Tree one is identical. Carry up to 4 cannons and some R60s. Actually, I think this will be the one that most people use in air battles, just because, you know, 4 GSH 23Ls plus the 30mm in the nose, that's going to pack a punch. I believe that's pretty much the same loadout actually as one of the Hinds gets already, but this time on its own actual plane, and also gets missiles. Yeah, I believe this is pretty much the same. Like I'm missing a mod somewhere. Ah, yeah, this one has to research the R60M, but it gets R60s as standard. Okay. So it's basically the same thing, just you have to research the R60Ms, which I mean, I guess it's a bit annoying, given the premium one gets them technically as standard, but I can't really. Yeah, it's Gaijin. It's gonna be like that, isn't it? They're gonna try and have to make you pay for it somehow. Yeah. It appears that when I'm in game, it actually works. My encoding actually works. Excellent. That's nice to know. Right then, let's start by me very quickly doing that. Then grabbing the correct page. Hello. You there? Let's scroll right to the top. Make sure I don't miss anything. And I will start at the very beginning. Yes, start at the very beginning is a very good place to start. Start with the aircraft, because, I mean, I'm more interested in aircraft, as you can probably tell. MiG-23BN, all the modifications for it. Does get... let's go look at it itself. So it is a MiG-23 without the radar. Yeah, basically a MiG-23M without the radar and no way to mount missiles. So it's basically, yeah, it's sort of like a hybrid sort of weird thing. Yes, it's because it's a ground attack aircraft, so I say it's a hybrid weird thing. It's not really, it's just weird. So what does it get? It gets some Fab 100s, Fab 500s, fire bombs, well, napalm, Fab 250s, that's 24s. This will probably be the main cast loadout. Or then maybe this one. Actually, you might find people take 2 rockets and 4 bombs. That might be a decent load. A whole bunch of S5Ks and S8Ks, or S8KOs even, and then some cannon pods, because you know can never have enough DACA. Always need more. Yeah. And this thing is currently 9.7 in realistic battles, which I'm not sure, because on the one hand, it is very, very fast, and the flight performance itself is probably not too bad. guessing it's going to be pretty similar to the MiG-23M or the MiG-23MF, so it's going to be decent flight performance. And those things are 11.0 for a reason, but then they also carry missiles. And this thing doesn't have any missiles, so it's just down to that one gun, which if you can make it work, it's okay. Most of the time, it's pretty bad. So yeah, it's going to be a weird addition to see how it does. I feel like you're going to get quite a few people that take the rockets, take the S-24s, learn how to use the fuse, and then you end up with proxy, well, not proxy missiles, but time fuse missiles. That's going to be fun to fight. Anybody who knows what they're doing. Just double check there's no sneaky addition here. No. Right, next up is the Frogfoots. So yeah, we'll just show that. Here is the tech tree graph as standard. You get a nice green camo. Lots and lots and two engines. I like it. It looks very shiny. I believe that's that's the what's it called? The jet turbine nose or whatever. Yeah, very very shiny. I'm not quite sure if that's correct or whether it's just a texture issue at the moment. Yeah, this is after the IL-28. In fact, the MiG-23 is also after the German IL-28. So I hope you've ground through this line if you want the MiG-23BN, and I hope you've ground through. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I hope you ground through the IL-28 line if you want the Frogfoot in the tech tree. Otherwise, you have to buy it like me. Yeah. And then of course, customization. This is what the premium Frogfoot looks like as standard. Very, very similar camouflage, but with check roundels and a little insignia on the side. Fortunately, I cannot see the pre-order at the moment. It doesn't exist, or pre-order skin even doesn't exist. So that's a shame. X-ray. Yeah. Ooh. A lot of ammo. Well, I say a lot of ammo. You get 250 rounds of ammo for the GSH 30. Decent. Fuel tanks all along there. You also get what's it called? Fire extinguishers on this thing. Yeah, fire extinguisher. Actually, let me go put a different loadout. Look at the list, the loadout one. No, let's not put stuff. Okay, I can't select anyway. Yeah. Let's go take this thing out for a test flight quickly. See how it performs. Let's go. Ooh. There we go. Hey, my mouse is working this time. My mouse was refusing to work earlier, which is always fun. It's got the same laser designator. Not very much zoom. That's as much zoom as you can get. And then you got the cockpit. That mirror is going to be useful-ish in sim. You've only got combat flaps and landing flaps, no takeoff flaps. Sort of pull back slightly and then gear up. Boy, if it ever has a heavy load for such a small aircraft. So you got two. Sorry, at the moment I've got two Car 29s, two Car 25s, two S25s, two S13 pods, and two R60s. And of course, you can take more than this. You can have up to two Car 29s and four Car 25s, and then an extra S13. Then a pod of S13s as well as the R60s on the wingtips. S13s. Right, where is the? Oh, he's over there. I've flown past him. Ooh, holes in the ground. It's always fun. Magical, mystical holes. Let's see how the AEs do. Let's aim there. Yeah, they work. They definitely work. Now it's just one rocket from each. How about the S25s? So got the OFs on at the moment. Just because I was looking at them earlier, and I think the OFs are slightly better than the OFNs. So I guess I'll go for these ones. One rocket there. Decent. Yeah, decent. not quite as broken as they used to be, I guess. Where's the tank down there gone? So I want to try and use the laser designator using the Car 29. There we go. Ah, there you are. Oh, put my... Oh, it's not working. Okay. Hello? Can I... Okay. Wasn't working. That works, but you do have to be flying towards the target, and it's a bit of a pain to aim. I'm not used to aiming them. Asymmetrical loadout. Quite cool, though. But yeah, full customizable loadout. It's looking pretty fun at the moment. I think most people are going to go, for their air battles, we're probably going to get lots of people taking the gun pods and the R60s and the wingtips. I was hoping I'd be able to... There we go, that's a proper launch. I was hoping I'd be able to use my mouse to lower the sensitivity, but it's not working. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, the cockpit in sim looks like this. And when you turn around to where the reticle was aiming, oh, maybe not. Am I just flying over it? I think I'm just flying over it. Oh, lost control. That's never good. Yes, you can pull enough G's to lose control at least. Oh, it rolls quite nicely. There you go. Oh, got the wrong thing selected. Wrong thing selected again. That's what I wanted. I wonder if I can designate from inside the cockpit actually. If I say point there and press F. Oh, I can. Okay, so if I could point at this guy. Oh, going too fast. What is the max speed for this thing? Can I exceed it in level flight like this? Very heavy. Oh, and of course, because it's frogfoot, that's why. These rockets are such a pain to use. So much harder, needlessly so, than the what are they called? Manfrex. But then there goes those TV guided. That's why they're so good. Because you just sort of fire and forget. Right. Yeah, nice little frogfoot. Next up would be the Fiat G91, which is going to be here after the Sagittario 2. Before the 91YS, sort of as expected, I guess. It makes sense. Right. Make sure I got everything up. Yeah. So G91YS, it is basically a G91Y. So this is the G91Y. G91 gets Y gets Zunis now, by the way, which is quite cool. So the Y gets AIM-9Bs. Oh, no, so the YS gets AIM-9Bs. The Y doesn't. As far as I'm aware, that's pretty much the only difference, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I think it's pretty much the same in every other way, other than just the YS gets missiles and the Y doesn't. Yeah, so G91Y, G91Y even, sorry. Pretty cool. That's the only new plane for Italy at the moment. And then on to France, who's definitely got the most love for aircraft this patch. First of all, let's start with this thing. A Vautour 2N. So it is basically another Vautour 2N. Only this one can carry missiles. Well, it's in the tech tree. And this one can carry Matra R511s, which are air-to-air semi-active radar homing missiles. Pretty cool. I wonder if does the premium one get access to those too? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Only the tech tree one gets them. I would show them off, but sort of can't. But yeah, I don't know what they're like. I mean, it's only an 8.7 plane, so I'm guessing they're not going to be amazing. 8 kilometer range is decent, but then what altitude is that 8 kilometers at? Maximum overload is only 12G. I get a feeling it's going to work a bit like R3Rs. Probably going to have a similar sort of usefulness, i.e. decent for catching out people not paying attention, but if people are expecting it, then it's going to be a useless missile because they can just turn and miss it. Yeah, the main new jet for this patch, well, for the main new jet for taking on the F-14 is definitely this thing. Very, very beautiful plane. This is the Mirage 2000C dash S5. I don't know what the S5 is, but I don't know what the difference between all the different variants of the Mirage 2000 are. I don't know French planes. Why would I? I'm British. I don't know why that's apparently bulletproof glass. Looks like radio equipment though. Fuel tanks everywhere. I mean, it's a jet. There's always fuel tanks everywhere. Sort of need to be. Decent amount of thrust stock. 9,000 kilograms on reheat is pretty nice, I think, especially for a plane this small. Actually, it's got information on the radar. This has got Cyrano Cyrano Ibis. Assuming that's an Ibis and not a Wombis. It looks like an Ibis. 120 degrees by 10 degrees search is decent. IFF and PVR mode, nice. For weapons or for modifications, so it looks like this. You can get 24 large caliber countermeasures, which not the best. Could be better. Would be nice to have more, but yeah, it is what it is. And then you get match for. So you start off stock with 2 R550 magic wands. Then you unlock the match for 530Fs, and then you unlock the super 530Ds. And I see, as I said, I don't know enough about the difference between the various French missiles or weapons or anything to know just how good either of them are meant to be. At the moment, they look like pretty much copy-paste. I'm guessing all the difference is going to be internal. Then you can also get Magic 2s, which is fun to fight. Yeah, but you only get 4 pylons for air-to-air weapons, and you only get 2 pylons for heat seekers and 2 pylons for Fox ones. So, could be better. Could be better. Would be nice to be better. You can also get AS-30s or lots of bombs. I say lots of bombs. 7 bombs. Then you're giving up both of your semi-active missiles. Yeah, it looks cool. I wish I could jump into the cockpit and see what the HUD's like or anything, but I'm guessing this probably doesn't have a proper cockpit yet. Yeah, it looks cool. I like the look of it. It's a nice looking plane. I can't remember if there's any other sneaky planes that were added and just haven't been shown. Oh, I know there's a couple of changes to the Jaguars. So this was spaded before. Now I need to research the chaff pods. Oh, and it also gets custom loadouts. So, oh wait, actually, have I got it set to? No, I don't have it set like that. Okay. Let me quickly purchase this. That's baited again. Actually, let me have a look at this thing. Ah. Right. Let me very quickly do that. There's a restart. So I believe there's probably a bug at the moment with the chaff pods. I don't think they're working. I think they're basically crashing the game. Because every time I've tried to load the chaff pods onto the Jaguar 1A, the game's crashed. So yeah, that's a fun bug to have. I hope it gets fixed. They normally fix things like that, or at the very well. I think normally they remove the weapons from the dev server if they're just causing too many issues. Load. Oh. It's loading me back as France. Excellent, so I'm not going to crash immediately. Right, I'm now Harrier. So if I click on my GL1, click mods. Yes, okay. So I can't open the mods tab for the GL1 because I have the okay. So because I tried loading the chaff pods onto it earlier, I believe that's just crashing my game. That's excellent. So I can't actually look at the GL1A at the moment on the dev server. Amazing. Let me try something else very quickly before I give up on showing the GL1A. Let's see if I can edit the loadout without going into the plane. Without going to the plane. If I can do that, then I'll do it. Actually, I'll just show on the GR1, assuming it's working there. Right, let's try again. It's loading. Thinking about it. Back at France. Let's try it one last time. So if I go to customize. Right, so just a bog standard GR1 with the Act demonstrator skin, because I like the skin. Also, I like the Raspberry Ripples. Mods, expand, create. It's going to be here somewhere. So let's put that there. A rocket pod. Put some bombs. Put some different bombs. Ah, it's not on this one. Right, let's load this then. Yeah, you can put weird asymmetrical loadouts like this. I mean, I guess if you want to. It's a bit weird though. Mods. Okay, there's not actually a way to put the chaff on at the moment. Let me see. I did the wrong thing. I wasn't meant to actually click the plane. I wasn't meant to click the plane. I was meant to just open the secondary weapon loadout mission editor thingy. Words. I did notice there was an issue earlier where you could equip the chaff pods on the GR1A and equip the TL'd, but it wouldn't let you use them because in order to equip the TL'd pod, you needed to unequip the chaff and flare mod in the modification tabs. But in order to have English hard. Basically, what I'm saying is, if I go mods, does it work? There we go. No, it doesn't work. Well, I can sort of show it anyway. Get out of here. Oh, I can't show it. Damn it. Basically, if you had the TL mod selected, you couldn't have the chaff mod selected, and if you had the chaff mod selected, you couldn't have the TL mod selected, but you need both of them to have both the mods on the plane. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, so it meant that you just sort of couldn't load both at the same time, which is always a fun issue to have. I do notice they changed a bunch of research things for various planes actually. Quite a lot of higher tier planes lost intermediate missiles as researchables. So I'm going to give up on showing that. If I go over to my F5E, you'll notice that you no longer have to research the AIM-9E here. So you go straight to the Juliet. So yeah, AIM-9E is our standard. So they got rid of the AIM-9B on this. Thank God for that. You can also make this abomination of a loadout. 1 second. No, I say abomination. You can now put Mavericks and the gun pod because you know, just make sure you kill everything in ground battles. Just because. Oh, actually, I just realised. There we go. Now you can see. Yeah. So you can put Mavericks on the wings and the gun pod in the center. Just because. It's amazing. I love it. It's gonna make it as a fat plane and a half, but I love it. And you can still have the missiles on the wingtips. I'm wondering if they're getting ready for adding all aspect missiles to some higher tier, top tier planes at the moment, actually, because it would make sense if it would make sense in my head for them to sort of shimmy this up to rank 3 and then add AIM-9Ls here, and then do the same for a lot of other aircraft. Did they change anything on here? No, they didn't. You see, there's still a spot here for it, for an AIM-9L maybe. I don't believe they've done any changes to the F-14. I think they did a whole bunch. I think the Phantoms also got the shimmying around of missiles. Oh no, they still have AIM-9Es. Okay. Interesting. I thought they got rid of those for that. Got rid of them for that too. Anyway, on to tanks. 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 Start with the Americans because they're here. Got another M36. Yeah, it's got an M30. It's basically the same one they added to Japan last patch. France is also getting this. I won't bother showing it in the French tech tree. But yeah, actually I will because it's useful to see where it is. Yeah, it's basically the same as the one in the Japanese tech tree. It gets exactly the same ammo. Exactly the same ammo. I'd assume the same modifications and everything. Yeah, so it's basically a M36 with heat. Pretty cool, pretty useful. Another tank to go in the mid tiers. Gonna make a pretty nice 5.7 lineup, I feel. If you can get a 5.7 lineup. I mean, I personally quite like my jumbo. Oh, not my jumbo, my M4376. I quite like that tank. It's kind of hard to get a 5.7 lineup for America, actually. It's decent. I guess you could chuck in a regular jumbo, chuck in a Hellcat, add that. Duster. Airplanes is probably a bit easier. Or you can get the F-82 in for CAS. P-47. First Bearcat. I believe they changed something about the Bearcats. I can't remember what it is off the top. Oh, they can't launch. Yeah, they now have double launches for rockets. So you fire 2 rockets at the same time rather than alternating. I believe this now has 8 HVARs. I believe it's still missing its bombs, but it's a nice upgrade. Always useful to have rockets so you can immobilize enemy tanks. Onto Germany. Germany. The one that I'm definitely most interested about. VK3002M or 3002M. Basically a Panther, but worse. Panther, but with a lot worse armor. Yeah, you've only got 60mm on the front, 40mm. Yeah, 40 on the side, 40 on the rear, and then 80 on the front of the turret instead of 100. So it's quite a bit weaker. Quite a bit weaker all around. Let me show protection analysis. They can definitely pen itself now. Oh, look at that. Protection analysis stuff. That's pretty cool. Let me go and find USA. Yeah. Oh. Rock shell. No. M61. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe it's a bit harder actually. Yeah, it looks a bit harder to pen with. What I think is just funkiness. Yeah, you can definitely go through the turret cheeks like normal. Apparently you can't pen the cupola. Okay. Cupola's pretty well armoured then. That's nice. Can you pen anywhere on the front? Okay, no you can't. That's a shame. Apart from one bit there. What's going on there? Oh, okay. That's what's going on there. You ricochet off the track. But no, for the... There we go, 86mm. M62 shot. 500 meters, you can go right through the center. And that's going to be quite nice. But of course you have to figure out that it's the VK and not a regular Panther D. So, and this thing's only 5.0 at the moment, which, I mean, to be fair, I feel like that's pretty balanced for this thing compared to the Panther D. Whether the Panther D should be 5.3 is another matter entirely, but compared to that, this thing makes sense at 5.0. It should be quite fun. It should be fun to play, although lacking the armor of a normal Panther is going to be a bit sad. And it shouldn't be the worst to face because you probably go through it with most things at its tier, and even slightly below. Next tank. On to Russia. First of all, let's show the low tier QT. Oh, wrong thing. Oh. Customization. There we go. This thing has a new model apparently. It definitely looks a lot crisper. Or definitely looks very crisp even. It's quite detailed. Actually, that looks very detailed. I wonder if they've gone all out on this thing's model. Because that looks incredibly detailed compared to other tanks. Interesting. But yeah, no other changes to it. It's just a T60 that's got a slight upgrade. A high tier though, they now have this thing. Oh, no, not mods. Preview. Always clicking the wrong thing. The T80 UK. Which is basically just the T80 U we already have in game, but with Stora. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I think it's basically just the T80U with Stora, and that's pretty much the only meaningful change. I believe the armor's all the same. X-ray. Yeah, contact 5. And then regular composite armor underneath. I believe there's nothing changed there. The modifications look pretty much the same. It's got the same shells, thermals. Can't see anything else that's different that might be different on it. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, just with Storer. It's weird. It slightly annoys me that that Russia's getting another high tier squadron vehicle, because after all, they already have BMP-2M and the SU-22M3, which actually gets custom loadouts now that I remember. So I might have a play with some of these in a bit, if I can get some nice custom loadouts going. Because that would be quite nice, because there's one thing I was always missing on this plane was the custom loadouts. Yeah. Although I guess I can't really do much with them. But I can get some... Oh, I can get lots of... Actually, let's have a quick go. H25MLs, R60s, or R60s, H29s, 29s, R60s, more R60s, K25s. Save. Is this going to be allowed? It is allowed. Nice. I do like the custom loadouts for being able to give you a lot of freedom for doing weird weapon loadouts like this. Alternatively, I can... Okay, that pylon's only for R60s. Can I change... What should I change this one out for? Change out for that. Some S24s. There you go. Lots and lots and lots of mean fighting stuff. I don't know. Brain's going mush. Or I can put some cannon pods on. And I guess a Fab 500. Absolutely fab. There you go. God, this is such a weird loadout. I appreciate it though. It's nice. Nice to have. Right. Back here, that's the S25, SU-25. But yeah, so it's like Russia now has BMP-2M, T-80 UK, SU-22M3. So that's 3 vehicles. If you've had event vehicles and premiums, you can get the BMD-4, T-72, T-72. You can also add in now the SU-25. You can also add in Car 50. It's just slightly absurd the number of non-Tech 3 vehicles you can get at top tier. 248. Yeah, you can get a top tier now for Russia. But I mean, yeah. It's not that surprising, really. Skink. It's skink time. Skink o'clock. I'm going to test drive this. God, the turret looks weird. I approve, but it looks weird. The gunner sits in the middle. Excellent. Driver, machine gunner. I think it's basically just a standard Ram / M4A1 chassis, I believe. But you do lose the weak spot here, which is nice. No longer will you be 50 cal to death through this top plate. Though I think you can still get 50 cal to death through here, maybe. Just about if you get lucky. HET to APT. Apparently you do get a 762 somewhere. I assume in the hull. I don't see anyone on the turret for it. Guess you get a hull machine gun. Nice. You get 1900 rounds of ammunition. A lot of ammo. Let me very quickly just quickly do that for 367 Golden Eagles. Let me not order it as well. And then boost this. I don't need to boost it because I'm not going to get... It's not a high thing, actually. Never mind. Yeah, let me test drive. 64 belts. Okay, this has got plenty of ammunition, I think. Plenty of ammunition. Oh boy. Very quiet. Oh, there's the Sams. There you go, if you can aim, they're good. Reload's pretty nice on them. You only have 60 rounds in a bell. I believe, anyway. Damage could be nicer. I mean, they're just Polstons. Not that surprising, it's not the best in the world. Minimap feels like it's had a bit of an update, actually. Although that might just be me. There you go. Right. Quite like it. It's going to be a useful SPAA, I feel. Very, very useful. Right. Oh, I never just. Yeah, I assume it's just going to be the bow machine gun. On to. What's next? Type 16, Japan. Hello. Hello. Got a new Type 16. I believe the main difference between the two Type 16s is this one has less armor. Doesn't have the best shell either. So yeah, you can see it's missing all. It's, yeah, pretty much missing all of the add-on composite screens all around it. So you'd normally have the sort of wedge at the front. Still got the bit on the front of the turret, but you'd also have stuff on the side of the turret, on the back of the turret. To still keep the browning. And yeah, you only get M735. You don't get the Type 93 shell, I think it is. Well, you get the UAVs. I forgot about the UAVs. I'll show the UAVs in a minute. I've not actually test flown them. I'm not sure how they handle. Yeah, and then compare it to this, where you have all the side armor, all of this armor on the front. Actually, don't get anything extra on the side. Get a bit on the rear. Comes a bit more enclosed. Yeah, it's quite cool. China gets the PTZ-89. Oh no, it doesn't. Before the PTZ-89, it gets the AFT-9, which is basically a Chinese Mephisto, I believe. So I think, is this the same chassis or similar chassis to the PTL-02 and the WMA? I think so. Basically no armor, 10 mil, 12 mil at best. Well, 20 mil at best, but that's only a small bit. HJ9s get a 850 mil pen, that's decent. Definitely decent. Tandem warhead, quite nice. 500 meters a second velocity, so pretty quick as well. Faster than some shells. Like the AVRE, I believe. I believe that thing's subsonic actually. What else do you get? 24 seconds guidance time, max range 5.5 kilometers. So not the best for taking out helicopters, but decent. You get 3 full reloads, so 12 in total. It's a decent amount of ammo, I suppose. Reload is 15 seconds, so is that per rocket? Is it going to be per missile, or is that going to be for all 4? I'm not sure. Can't really test drive it, unfortunately. Wish I could. Occasion, please let me test drive everything. Right, now it's on to Italy with the VRCC Centauro. There you go. Was the OF40 always a G premium? I can't remember on the live server now. I don't want to test drive it. To preview it. There you go. VRCC Centauro. Spanish, as you can see by the Spanish flag there. It's a Centauro. I don't really know enough about Italian tanks to know much, so to me it's just another Centauro. It does get thermals. It gets DM33 or M735. I guess most people will go for this. It gets laser warning receiver, which is always useful. It gets a UAV, it gets thermals for the gunner, night vision for everyone else. Decent. What's the thermals like on it? Let's have a look. Have a look-see. Have a look-see, Lou. How am I looking? Second gen, third gen? I can never tell the difference between the two. Decent, whatever it is. See what happens if I can. Oh, I didn't get the ammo. Unlucky. But you can see all the fires poking out the hole where I through. Ooh, road wheels went flying. Look at it go! It's just going and going. Ah, disappointing. I didn't get another ammo deck. It's just keep on rolling. Yeah, it's basically just another Centauro. Can't really say anything more. Hates the off-road as much as any other one, I feel. Definitely doesn't like water. Or mud. Then what wheeled vehicles and what under do like water and mud. Turret's still there. Oh, disappointing. Where's the ammo kept in you? There as well. That's more like it. Much more like it. No road wheels went flying though, sadly. Oh, I didn't pen the side. I was hoping to hit the back of the turret. Alright, let's go back to the hangar. I've only got 30 minutes. Centauro, yes. Centauro for Italy. I believe that's it for this patch at the moment. They might, well, for tanks anyway. On to France. Oh yeah, France are getting the M36B2 between the ARL-44 and the CA Lorraine. Is identical to the American one. On to Sweden. I've already shown the M36B2. It's the same as the Japanese tech tree on the live server as well. So Sweden. So first of all, Bill. There's another Bill. Bill launcher. Another lunchbox even. Sorry, not a sandwich. A little lunchbox. This looks weird. Why do the Swedish lunchboxes look so weird? Armor is no. Yeah, armor is no. Gets Bill, top attack missile. Gets 44mm pen on a 20mm autocannon, so you're not really going to be killing a lot with it. And the autocannon's there. Weird little turret on the side. Such a weird little turret. I don't understand. Sweden's just weird. Onto the premiums, you get a new Leopard 105, which I believe is just a Leopard 105. Same as in Italian tech tree and German tech tree. It's just Norwegian. Slem. You have a Norwegian Leopard called Slem. And then you get DM23, DM33, DM512, and DM12. Yeah, it's just bog standard Leopard 105, but premium. And then you also get the, well, if you already had the CV90-105 TML, it's getting replaced by this thing, which is the CV90-105 XC8, which is weird. I don't know how else to describe it, it's just weird. It looks weird. The armor on it is non-existent, as you'd expect. I mean, it's a CV90, it's not going to have a lot of armor, is it? It's only got 3 crew members as well. So you get commander, gunner, driver. No loader, because it's an auto-loader. All the shells are in the bottom down there, there's a bit up there. I've not actually test-driven this site. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's like. It's a test drive. Give me all of the ammo in the world. Because it is just a test. Oh, you get a DM33 now, though. I believe the best you used to get was M735 or DM23, I think. That's nice. Doesn't get an anti-air machine gun. But it does get 42 degrees of elevation for some reason. For if you ever want to become anti-aircraft, I guess? Or artillery piece. There you go. And the reload one's pretty good as well. Only 5-second reload. And it's an autoloader, so it's always going to be 5-second reload. Thermals are good. As they were before. Still got commander thermals. Nice. Oh. There you go. Oh, I aimed low. A shame. There you go. Yeah, it's... Ooh, weird smoke. Ah, lots of smoke. Very bright. Very white. Very effective smoke. Let's add a little double shot at the end. Right, let's try this. Hello. This is a drone. Oh. This thing is weird to fly. Doesn't really like flying in a straight line. I guess if you roll it, then yeah. It just sort of rocks back and forth slowly. Okay, so you don't have anything like that. Yeah, you've got... Use it to scout. You've got the planes with it. I mean, you can't do any damage to them. No, you can't lock onto things and track them. But you can use it to stabilize the camera, which is quite cool. I guess you can just use it to sort of orbit around the battlefield. Yeah, what's going on? Where am I looking? I'm sort of rocking back and forth. This is quite disorientating. There you go. There's a T-64. You just sort of buzz around and climb a little bit. There you go. Just sort of look at tanks below you as you fly around. It's quite cool. Apparently you can just make it fly upside down, and it's perfectly fine with that. It seems weird that it just flies perfectly fine upside down. If it's flying upside down, it feels more stable. Hey, can I overspeed this? Or can it physically not go fast enough? It doesn't seem to be able to go fast enough from such a shallow dive to overspeed. Switch back to your tank by pressing U, and off it goes into the distance. Somewhere. There it is. Ah, never going to shoot it down, it's too small. Oh, then alt U back. So, oh god. Very, very maneuverable. But if you're not careful, you can sort of accidentally... Well, can't control my tank at the moment, so yeah, if I get shot at now, I'm not going to be able to survive it very easily. And kamikaze into myself. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. In fact, it does no damage. It does get wedged in your tracks. Goodbye, little UAV. Right, unfortunately, I can't really test the strike drone because I don't really want to go into random battles because you have to get spawn points for it. On to Israel. Israel for the final tank tree. Lots of Magaks. I think I've already said it, lots of Magaks. So we are getting the Magak 3, which is basically the premium one. The one with the Blazer ERA is basically that, but without the ERA. Getting these two are being grouped. The Magak 6 and the Magak 6A, so you don't have to grind through both of them now, just need one of them. Magak 5, which you get M111. Okay, I guess that's pretty useful. You get rangefinder, stereoscopic, not laser, better than nothing. Yep. Then 6R is new. 6R appears to be the same thing, but with ERA, I believe. Look at this thing. Okay, this one has ERA as well. What makes it 6R special? I assume new engine or something then. I don't know. 6R is special for some reason. It's slightly higher BR. Then you get onto the 6B. No, the 6B we already had. 6M is new. 6M, I'm guessing is a 6B, but slightly better. Oh, it gets the bulldozer. apparently it just gets a bulldozer. Okay. And then the 6C we already had. Is there a 3C somewhere I missed? Those are the 3C. I'm guessing that might be actually means. Oh no, 6C is new as well. Okay. What does the 6C get? M426. There you go. So it now gets M426 and is 9.0. Did Macarva 2D get a new shell? No, okay, it doesn't. Sad times for the Macarva. Where is the 3C? I don't see a Macarva 3C. Oh no, it's Macarva 3C, I'm an idiot. There we go. There it is. Basically Macarva 3B, I believe. I think pretty much everything else is the same. Yeah, I think that's it for tanks. On to helicopters. China is getting a proper heli tree, starting off with the Gazelle. But it's a Chinese weird weapons Gazelle, so you get some rockets as standard. You get 36 rockets stock at 8.3, and then you can get up to 4 HJ8As Don't know why you would only want to carry 2 of them at a time when you can carry 4 of them at a time. Looking at these basically look like SS11s. I'm guessing they might actually just be SS11s. That would sort of make sense. You then also get the Z11WA, which gets the same weapons. Okay. Oh, it does get HJ8Cs. There you go. Also with only 3 kilometers though, sadly, and that's 8.7. But hey, it's nice to have an 8.7 heli. It's a proper little business heli. It looks like. That's pretty cool. Reminds me a bit of the Kiowa. In fact, it might even be the Kiowa. I don't think it is. It's not the Kiowa. Don't worry. It reminds me a little bit of it. It's just like a business helicopter. And then you've also got the Z19, which has rockets, missiles, and air-to-air missiles. I believe it's pretty much the same as the premium one. It just gets the radome on the top. I believe it gets a radome. Let me have a look. Yeah, it gets a radome on the top, so it can use air-to-surface radar. Same little weird rocket pods with the downwards pointing deflectors or whatever for the gases. Weird little things. Yeah, it's a tiny little stubby heli tree at the moment, but I'm sure it will get added to over time. Onto the Blue Water Fleet, we are getting Alaska. Alaska is after Pittsburgh, and it looks very nice. It looks very nice, and apparently has an AA mount, a quad 40mm AA mount right at the top with radar control, radar detection, or not radar detection, radar aiming assist. I think those are probably aircraft catapults. But you can see a basketball court there in the middle, basketball hoop there, another one on that side. Quite a few 5-inch guns, and of course 12-inch guns. 9 of them in total. 3 triple turrets. Gets 12-inch AP with 600mm pen. Only just under 7.9 kilos. 7.7 equivalent. It's not great. I mean, you have that HE that does 35 and a bit kilos of TNT equivalent, which is it's not great compared to other ones. So I guess, I mean, it has a lot of pen, but it's not quite got the punch of other battle cruisers. So it's gonna be a weird place, I think. Of course, you got AAVT shells for your 5-inch guns. So bog standard US anti-aircraft defense. I think. Remember, this thing has 6 turrets of 5-inch. Does Baltimore have 8? No, Baltimore also has 6. Okay. I thought Baltimore had more for a second. You also notice that naval PRs have expanded a little bit. So Northampton or Portland was it? I can't remember. One of these two was at 5.0 before. Now it's 5.3. So they've shuffled up the BRs of a few ships, mostly the top tier ones. So Alaska's at 7.0 now. Scharnhorst is 7.0. Bayern is 7.0. Someone's get a 1915 light cruiser. Yes, hello. It's got lots of single mount, 8 single mount 15cm guns. And some torpedoes. 2 torpedoes. Yeah, I guess AP on the 15cm, I suppose. With 990 grams of filler. Or 1 kilo on the AP. Or the SAP even. And then torpedoes. Have 160 kilos of filler. Decent amount of filler. Where are the torpedoes mounted? Oh, there's a single torpedo tube on each side. Okay. I was sort of expecting it to be below the waterline, but yeah, I guess the World War I era cruiser even, because it only has single torpedo mounts. Weird little ship. And also get some 25mm guns somewhere. There they are. Here we go. Very fire on you. 10 rounds a minute on a 25mm gun. Okay. They're anti-ship guns, not anti-aircraft guns. I guess it is a 1915 ship after all. It also gets the KM5 as a premium, which I guess is coastal. There it is. KM5. What are you? Oh, okay. Looks a bit like the L3 or LS3 or whatever it is, the starter one. Only with, I guess, slightly better torpedoes, or slightly better torpedo tubes. And then also some 792 machine guns on the back. But it also gets the standard 15mm turret. I always find that turret looks weird. Really weird. I don't really like it, and I don't know why, it just looks weird. Yeah, if you compare it to the LS3. Yeah, torpedo tubes on the LS3 are there, whereas on the other thing they're on the side. But I guess the same 15mm turret. Very small boats. Apparently this one has a camouflage. Definitely doesn't fit it, I don't think. But yeah. Back to the blue water fleet. Yeah, so you got a couple of ships move up and a new cruiser at 4.7 before Emden. Next up is the Russians, who are getting a couple of large surface vessels. First of all, getting a destroyer. I believe this is pretty similar to Noise Trash to me. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's got two twin 13 centimeter anti-aircraft or dual-purpose mounts. So they've got VT shells, they got regular HE, they got SAP. So that 3.8 kilos TNT equiv on the HE, 2.2 on the SAP, 3 kilograms on the VT. Yeah, it's a Russian mid-tier destroyer, well, high-tier destroyer. High-tier as far as destroyers go. Get some mortars, pretty interesting. Lots and lots and lots of these quad 45mm turrets. Just get regular HE, okay. No AP, no BT, just regular HE on them. Yeah, lots of them. And get torpedoes in the middle of the ship. And apparently a couple of 25mm mounts, twin 25mm. I'm guessing right here somewhere? Where are you? Ah, there they are. One there, one there. And then torpedoes, yeah. Yeah, I believe this is pretty similar to Noise Trash to me. Where's it gone? Oh, isn't it? I can't see it, okay. Oh, was it the old one that got replaced? Might be that, okay. Yeah, so Blagorodny. I can't pronounce Russian words. Now at 5.0, or is that 5.0? I guess you can take it with Spokojny, Krasny Kavkaz. I guess drag in Tashkent with you if you need to. They're also getting Mikhail Kutuzov, which, as I said earlier, I believe is going to be the highest tier blue water vessel in the game. Which also gets the same turrets as they just had is on the. Oh, it doesn't get the same turrets. It gets 100mm versions of the turrets instead of 130mm. But yeah, it gets 6-inch guns. It gets 4 triple turrets, so 12 turrets. 12 guns in total. It gets 6 twin 100mm guns, and then it gets lots of 37mm. Lots of twin 37mm even. All over the place. Look at them all clustered around here. And apparently some 30mm. Oh god. Yeah, there's the Daleks. Can't zoom in far enough or fast enough. Yeah, you can see the Daleks. There's one there, one there, one there, one there. All over the place. Scary times. 100mm of course get BT fuse, time fuse, all that good stuff. The 6-inch guns get high explosive. 6 kilos of filler, and then armor piercing with 1.7 kilos of filler. And 330mm pen. Or armor piercing, or no, SAP even, with just under 6 kilos of filler. Jesus Christ. That's got almost the same amount of filler as the standard HE shells. That's crazy. Russia, please. And then you get the time fuse shells, which have more filler than the standard HE, but they're time fuse, so there's that. Time fuse is pretty useless. I find in like 99% of situations. 99.9 even. Yeah, I believe it's pretty similar to one of the existing ones. This is a Project 68. Yeah, I believe it's pretty similar to Chapayev. It's just slightly better across the board, and pretty similar to Sverdlov as well. Again, though, just slightly better in some places. I don't know. I don't really know my ships very well. Britain has a new weird little rank 4 boat with a 40mm in the nose. A small little 40mm in the nose. And a 50 cal somewhere there, right on the stern. Because, you know, weird things. Australian ship as well. Yeah, it's flying the British ensign, don't question. Royal Naval ensign even. You apparently choose your belts for the 50 cal. It's a... Okay, it's an A&M too, so it's a Browning 50. Yeah, it's weird. 2.7, rank 4. There's quite a lot to get. It doesn't look very good. I don't know how fast it is though. If it's really fast, it might be decent. Japan is getting a new destroyer, Hatsuharu. Rank 2, 4.3. Between Yugumo and Isuzu, so you get a Hatsuharu there. This is a pre-war destroyer, or a pre-war fitting of a destroyer of Hatsuharu. So you got two twin 127 mils, and then a single 127 mil on the nose, in the bow even. You got lots of torpedoes. What's that? That's 3 triple launchers and then a reload for each. So yeah, 18 torpedoes total, 9 ready at a time. It's pretty decent. Basically going to be a small baby little Shimikaze, I guess. Yeah, they're Type 90 torpedoes, though. They're not long lancers. Maybe not quite as good as Shimikaze, but it does get the 40mm time fuse that the what's the fifth base? Yudachi gets, because Yudachi also gets the 40mm time fuse there. Yeah, and Yudachi gets the Type 93 torpedo, long lance. Bit of a shame for Hatsuharu not to get that, but might be a bit much. Finally, for the Navy, Italy is getting RN da Artisan. I don't speak Italian at all. Yeah, it's a Italian destroyer. I can't really say much more. It's got 3 twin 120mm guns, 2 Vickers 40 mils somewhere there. No, those are the Braiders. The 13.2 mils. That's 40 mils. Why's that in there? Yeah, that'll be them there on the side of the either side of the bridge. Yep. Then you got the 13 mils over here. I mean, it just seems like a bit of a standard Italian destroyer. Oh, the 40 mils get time fuses standard. Okay, interesting. And you get 6 torpedoes. Where are the torpedo mounts? Oh, there's a triple torpedo mount there and another one there. So you get 2 triple torpedo mounts for 6 torpedoes in total. Unfortunately, I cannot look at the new locations at the moment. They're crossed out on the thingy thing on the document, so I'm guessing they're going to be inaccessible for now. They've had a whole bunch of changes to different maps. During confrontation changes. Oh, one thing I do want to test. Where has my... Oh, that's wrong tech tree. Let's make rack. Test flight. Let me have a look and see if the cockpit RWR works, because I did notice earlier that it was saying that the RWR for simulator battles is turned off inside the cockpit, and the only way they can do that is if they make that thing work. Really, otherwise you're not going to have it, which would be a bit unfair. Does anyone have their radar on this map? I know a better way to test it. Let's go find a custom battle. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to test it. Let me grab you. Put you in there. Custom battle. Sure, select that map. Oh, it's got a password on it. Sure, that one. I need to wait for them to go. Yeah. Damn it, nobody's got custom battles open. Oh, hey, Spin's here. Right, let's hopefully they'll get this going soon, because I've only got 5 minutes. Then I've got to disappear off. Oh, apparently they've changed the big hash. Big hash on the what's it called? I've forgotten what the tank's called. FE4005. I'm not quite sure what they've changed about it, but they've changed something about it. Whilst I wait for this to go, let me put this back up here. German start. Yeah, weaponry. There we go. Yeah, this is all of the stuff at the top. All the tank stuff. Looking at earlier. Custom weapons on a whole bunch of aircraft. Amazing. Apparently all the Apaches have custom weapons. A129s have them. All the Tigers, A7s, all the F5s, F104s. Not all of the F104s. I guess all the F104s. Apart from the F104A. I guess that thing only gets AIM-9Bs though, so it doesn't really need it. F8s are getting them, which is nice. Jaguars are getting them. Raj 37. Oh yeah, because the C2 already had it. The Nesher, AJ37, JA37, K50 and 52, and MI28s are getting them. Nice. SU17 and SU22. That's pretty nice. Lots of aircraft getting them. Oh, nice. This is a nice change. No more accidental launches when you're just spamming the launch button. Okay, a few weird changes. Reordering of stuff and belts. Slight tweaks on belt. It's the A7D that lost the A90 mod. Okay. Aw, AH1F has lost its M18A1 gun pod. Is that 20mm? I think that's a 20mm. I don't seem to be able to get in this custom battle, sadly. Oh, yeah, it's all the F5s that have lost their M9E mod. Oh, apparently F5A's lost its M9Ps for the Chinese one. Oh, actually, that's... this doesn't look like it's going to get going anytime soon, so another one. This one going? No, this one's not going. That. Never mind. So I just want somebody to spawn in another aircraft so they can try and lock me up. Let me have a quick look, actually, because... What does that mean? Okay, so it still gets aim on these. What about the Chinese F5? Oh, it just gets aim-9Ps as standard now. Okay. That's nice. You don't have to research anything, you just get the aim-9P straight away. That's quite a nice buff. And then I guess the same here? Yeah, same here. You just get aim-9P straight away. Nice. Still need to research the aim-9Js on the American one though. So you do get the aim-9Es as standard. And then I guess F5A is the same. Yeah, aim-9E is standard. Oh. Interesting change. Any other changes that are of interest? Future fixes. Oh yeah, the Jaguar GR1A lost the M9G mod, but it still gets its stock then. Dipoles container has been added, but fortunately that's crashing my game. I think that's pretty much everything for now. Hopefully we'll see some more aircraft and tanks and stuff in the next dev server. Yeah, so there should be another dev server. There almost always is 2 dev servers now. Hopefully there's going to be the Harrier GR7 that was found in the files. Looking forward to that thing. It'll be interesting to see how it does. But yeah, for now, that is the dev server, as it is at the moment. So I am gonna call it there for tonight. No, pardon me. Yeah. If there's anything of much interest, then yeah, I don't know if there's going to be much interest in or not much new stuff coming to this dev server. They might just hold it back for the next one. I'll try and cover the next one if there's anything particularly interesting on it, like the GR7 Harrier. But until then, yeah, adios for now. Ta-ta.